I am probably going to make a new channel for this, so it's not on my other one, but I wanted to post about my project pan, basically. I have been doing it for, I want to say like 3 years now. Um, Although I think I was unintentionally doing it before then as well. Just didn't know that there was a name for this or even rules that people create or anything. So I started by making like an ASMR project pan video. However, it's incredibly inconvenient to try to film that because it's just never quiet enough. So I'm just gonna make a regular one now, and hopefully that way I can still share my progress and not feel limited. But anyways, I do have a notebook that I keep. I don't know how everyone else does it. I don't know what everyone else's notebooks look like. Mine, I know some people do 5 products and then keep it rolling. Some do 10 and keep it rolling. Some do like a 25 and 2025 or 26 and 2026 and just keep track of a bunch of them all at the same time. Me personally, I prefer to do 15 at a time and then keep it rolling, just because I like to keep track of my products. Like, I like the numbers part of it, keeping track of the weights, keeping track of the uses, seeing how much I use per month. And I think I love being able to see when I like rolled something out of the project. So I personally have 15 products in mind. And then I'll just take them out now and show you what those are. So if I can get that to stay down. Let me grab one more. I just realized it was not with me. Okay, so I'm back. I had to go get one of the lip glosses that was in my purse, so it's here now. I'll just go through it the way that I have it listed in my journal, because I normally list it by order in which I apply. I tried to do like order by how long like it's been in the project. It doesn't work for me. I just think that it's so much easier when I'm like counting my uses to just go through the steps that I did. So, first product I'm working on is this NYX Pore Filler Primer. It's a mini. It came in a trio of minis. I'm not crazy about it. I think that the Ulta Beauty Poreless Primer that I finished recently I liked a little bit more, so I think I'd rather just use this one up and get it out of my collection. I have a couple more pore filling primers that I want to try, or maybe they're just called pore blurring primers, in my collection that I want to try before I purchase another one. But since I'm not crazy about that one, I want to just try to finish that one up. Another one that I'm working on, although not in the traditional way, is, sorry to get close to the camera there, is this Tarte Found Sealer. This is a foundation. Sorry, it's kind of dusty. It just sits there because the thing is, it's really low up here, but I mix the product in here because I don't like how it looks on its own. I also just think it's too pale for me, so I can't wear it on its own. I am currently mixing it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Primer and the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation in a darker shade, so that way they actually even each other out. So this is how I'm using it. So I'm really not sure how I'm really gonna do like weights and progress pictures on that one. But I'm hoping that, because I think I'll be done with it in the first couple of months, Hopefully it's not too much of an inconvenience or a bother for anyone. Next product is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. It seems like a lot of people like this. I don't know. It might just be too light for me, but I also feel like if I wear this, it tends to crease on its own. Like it feels a little too thick. Maybe it's just not for the under eyes. But at that point, I'd rather stick to other concealers that I know I like more, that go well with my eyes and under my eyes. So, I'm trying to finish that. And then I think you can kind of see there, I made a mark for January. So, this is how much I use since, well, from November to the beginning of December was nothing, so I didn't mark it. So from December to here, basically, is where that progress is. So based on that, I'm hoping I can get this out definitely before the middle of the year. I'm not gonna get really guess right now. Next, I have a highlighter from an old base palette. If anyone knows the NYX 3 Ways to Sculpt or 3 Steps to Sculpt palette, I panned the highlighter and then I depotted it and put it in here. So now I am trying to pan that. I'm hoping I can have that done before the end of the year, although I don't know. Honestly, I don't really remember how long it took to get that kind of progress. So I'm hoping to get that one done before the end of the year. Next, I have a contour that I frankened together, also made from the same palette. It was made from the bronzer in the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt, although it was like too warm for me, so I actually did franken this one with like slightly more cool tones, and make it easier to wear. So that's what that looks like. Hoping I can get that one out maybe around summer, I'm not sure. And then I have a flower blush, and this is a powder blush from Flower Beauty. I want to say this one's called like Wild Rose or something, but I do have a pan in it. This is the original pan, just took it out of the packaging. Sorry, I'm not normally clumsy. Just took it out of the packaging. It just scratched one of the eyeshadows, but really not that bad at all. That's okay. That one I really don't know if I'm gonna finish before the end of the year because I've had it for so long. But I want to try because it's my oldest blush. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that I need to talk about until the end. Another blush product, but this is a liquid blush that I want to pan, is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Rose You Slay. It's just kind of silvery. I don't mind how it looks. It's just more the fact that I have to blend it out as soon as I put it on, or it'll like look patchy, like you can like see where I placed it. So this one you have to blend out really fast, and it gets kind of annoying to think of a product where I'm like, I have to go like this and then blend it and then go like this and then blend it, and I can't like let it sit for, even like the 5 seconds that it takes to go to the other cheek, or this one's all, it's not nice. So yeah, I'm trying to finish that one that's been in my project pan, although I think I'm finally at the point where I think I might actually finish it this year, so we'll see. Okay, Then I have my mascara primer and my mascara. I have this Essence Lash Princess mascara primer. You can't even see it, the writing's rubbed off, but it is a mascara primer. And this Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this called? Lash Sculpt Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara. It's not my favorite. I have other ones I like more. This was a free gift with purchase. And I already used it, so I can't give it to anyone. So I do want to try to use that up. Then I have the e.l.f. Stay All Night Setting Mist. This one right here. And you'll see that we're about maybe like a little over halfway on that. I don't mind it. I don't really know if it does anything for me, so I just rather keep to the other setting sprays that I have. I got that one because I went on vacation, and I didn't bring one with me because all of mine were too big to bring on the plane, and I would have just gotten one that I normally get anyways, except then I wouldn't have been able to bring it back either. So I decided to just try that one because I heard people say they really liked it. I don't really know. I don't know if that one does too much for me, but I don't mind it either. Then it's actually just a sample, but I just wanted to be able to use it and not feel bad about neglecting my project pan. But this is a Lano Lips sample. It was a gift with purchase. I'm actually gonna put some on right now. And then I just use like a little brush for some of my lip products, so I'm not like dipping my fingers in them all the time. And then I just wipe the brush after. And because I'm filming, I don't have what I need to brush it, so I'll just clean it after this video. But anyways, don't really know if I can track that besides weight. But again, I just wanted a way to use the sample without feeling bad about neglecting my project pan, so that's why that's in here. Then I have this ColourPop Luxe Gloss, which you can't see any of the like writing, design, anything anymore. It was from the Bambi collection. This one actually is in the shade Bambi. I think I'm pretty close to it. These normally take me about 2 to 3 months to finish, and I want to say that this is this will be my 3rd month working on it, so hopefully finish that one soon. Then I have a lip scrub. This is from 43 Beauty, so that's a ColourPop's brand if you don't know that. And it's just a mint lip scrub. I can try to roll it up to see how much is left. I hope it rolls back down. That's about how much we have. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. Oh wait, it rolls back down. It rolls back down, guys. That's okay. But if you can like see, we're pretty close to the top, so it's pretty new. I do like it. I just think I don't know. I feel like lip scrubs in a stick form just don't seem to do as well as the potted lip scrubs. Then I have this Fenty Beauty mattifying powder, and the reason I have this in the collection is because it broke. So I don't like the way it looks now. I repressed it, but it's like I might have repressed it too hard because I feel like I barely pick up any product now. But I still want to finish it, and I mean it's also because it keeps breaking. No matter how many times I repress it, it just keeps breaking. So then I repress it harder, and then I can't pick up any product. So just trying to get that one out and then hopefully buy a replacement that I can be much gentler with. But last product is this Nutrius. Whoa, what is happening here? It's like it's leaking or something, but that's okay. Last product is this Nutrius Cocoa Bliss Body Mist. I got this from Costco in a 3-pack. Don't love the scent. I ended up decluttering one to some like friends, coworkers that I had, and I think they seem to like it more than I did. And I have other body sprays, so I really didn't need to keep bringing a million with me when I moved, because I did move during that time, and not just like, oh, I moved houses. I moved across the country, so yeah, it was nice to not have to carry so much and also like share with people that I love. But anyways, this is where we're at. I'm actually a little bit below the line. I just was marking it, not like above it, so it just looked like I was marking it where the line was, but it's okay. It's not that far off. I am hoping we can get that one finished before February though, because if you can see, this is how much I used in December, this is how much I used in November, how much I used in October. So just going by pattern, I think and hope I can finish that one, maybe just barely before February, but I will try. So that's the rolling project pan, and now I'm thinking I'm gonna just introduce my eyeshadows together. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep filming the updates together because I don't know how long those updates are gonna end up being. For the pan, those eyeshadows portion, I am just gonna do 3 at a time, and the first one is going to be this ColourPop Super Shock shade in the shade Tassel. I do really like it. There's a pan in there, hopefully you can see that, but it is starting to dry out, and I do have like other shimmery shades, and I wouldn't mind that it's drying out, except that this is a shade that I would use with a brush. I put it in very precise areas, so like I can't really use my finger for that because I put it in like the very, very inner corner, or like the tip of my nose like that, and like the smallest line that I can. Sorry, let me just wipe that off. This is like my makeup towel if I'm like swatching makeup, because I have been swatching makeup. I have that there. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm really trying to pan that one, because it is drying out, and it's not really ideal for what I use it for, so that's okay. Next is, let me pull it out of the palette. This is a single brown shade that came out of one of those e.l.f. bite-sized quads. I can't remember if it was called like Cream and Sugar or Love You Latte. I don't know. Sorry, I should have shown that for longer. I was really distracted. Oh, Cream and Sugar, I wrote it on the back. I finished the rest of the palette except for this shade, so I do want to finish it and just get it out of the collection completely. I think that should be easy enough. It is a brown shade, and the last shade in my pan, those eyeshadows, is from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and this is the shade Suspect. Let me show you like this. Hopefully that works. But that is Suspect. I have another one that looks a lot like it from the same palette, but side by side, do they not look really similar? I'm like, what was the point of having these two shades in there? Like, is that just me? There's no way, right? Like, if I switch them, still looks really similar. I don't know. I'm sure why they had both of them in the palette, but that's okay. Those are the 3 like single pan or like individual eyeshadows that I want to try to finish. And then this I think is going to be my Pan That palette this year. This is from Rude Cosmetics. This is the Peanuts, Shades of Peanuts Cool Tone palette. And it is a 15 pan palette, but I did already finish one. So this is what it looks like now. So hopefully that is good footage to show you. I do have 3 pans and 1 empty. I chose this palette because of last year's Pan That palette. I'll have to cover this one up actually to show you this. I might just cover it up with this because there's a mirror in here and I don't want to blind you. Okay. Just my little Snoopy towel, that's okay. So if you can see, this is a 12 pan matte eyeshadow palette, and I hit pan on this several times. Hit pan on this, have not repressed it. This has been repressed. Hit pan, hit pan, hit pan and repressed, hit pan, hit pan, hit pan, and then frankened a shade into it, and hit pan. So I have not hit pan on these 3 shades, are the only ones. And they're also all mattes. So I thought I could bring in a shade or a palette that's mostly shimmers that I'll use, and then that way once I finish up maybe this lid setting shade and the only like real crease shade I have, which I think is this one, well I guess besides this one, but that one's easy, then I can also start using this again, and then I can also use like this palette to deepen up any shades because these aren't really deep. However, I feel like, you know, this one is, so I was just kind of hoping they would complement each other. That way I can continue to create full, complete looks and get progress on a new palette while getting progress on an old palette. Hopefully that makes sense to somebody. As far as like goals for this palette, I don't really think I'm gonna finish anything besides maybe the 2 matte shades that I mentioned, which would be this one and this one. I think I can put this other one down now. Sorry, let me put that away. Yeah, I don't really think I can finish much. If I can finish this one, that would be nice. I don't think I will finish this one, which is like the only other matte. And then everything else in here is some sort of shimmer. Oh, actually this pink is a matte, but I don't know about pink because I normally tend to either wear completely neutrals or match to my eyeshadow or match to my hair color like I did today when it comes to eyeshadow. But since there's only like 3 pinks, I didn't really mind them. And I thought that if they were really left over and somehow the rest of the palette gets finished, I could just pot the 3 and put them into pans the way that I did with the Urban Decay shades. So yeah, my real goal here is to just hit pan on a couple of the shimmers. I think I can hit pan on this one, this one. I think this one would be easy to reach for as well, and possibly this one, although I'm not too sure. As far as the other like pink shades, I think I might be able to like mix and match them to see, you know, if I do get to that point, you know, to see if I could maybe hit pan on those shimmers. But that's what it's looking like right now. There's not much use on many of those shimmers. I think what you're seeing here is actually just from there being tape on it. Like I do see like disturbance, but I think it's mostly because there was tape on it recently. Because I had tape around this shade so that I could use like a big fluffy brush without dipping into the other shades, which I took off, so you won't see that anymore. But yeah, basically I just wanted something to go along with the other palette and the other shades that I'm working on. Because I feel like I'm kind of feeling like a pan that palette leftovers, where I'm trying to get rid of shades that were my previous pan that palette that I didn't finish. Because that Urban Decay shade came from an old Naked 2 palette that I had, and then I just didn't finish all the shades, so I still have a few. I think I only have 5 at this point. So it's those 2 that I showed you. The pink one, the copper one, and the purple one from that palette. Everything else I finished. And it was a 12 pan palette, so that means I finished 7 shades. Or technically I might not have finished the black one, but that's okay because I think that black one was not very pigmented anyways. I think that one broke, but that would have been like a couple years ago anyways. So yeah, that is basically what is going on with my project pan this year. I might do like a plan to pan, but that would be a long video, so I think for now I'm just gonna leave it here. Film a separate video for my plan to pan, and of course this will probably be my first video on this channel, because like I said, I think I'm just gonna make a separate channel from the one that I have now. So yeah, as we get to know each other, I'm sure that we'll, do through other videos. I think it's a little too early to do like an introduction, get to know me video now. But if you are curious what my other channel is like, if you even like that kind of content, I'll link it down below. I'm not the best. This is like, new to me, so I'm not the best with like quality and audio and video editing, anything. So just please be patient with me. I am learning as I go, and hopefully this is good enough where it's actually not that big of a deal. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, by the way, let me know. I will definitely try to answer any if I see any. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you're watching. And yeah, hopefully see you on the next one. Bye.